Next up will be Yoav Ben-Yaacov with Phoebus. I'm sorry, Yos Shiran, I apologize.
Good evening. Thank you for being here with us. My name is Yos and I'm the chairman of Phoebus. Phoebus was founded in 2007 by Yoav together with Terra Venture Partners, which is managed by Store and Harold. And you can see our team near our fancy caravan in Batra. How do I go? Okay. All right. So Phoebus has developed a hybrid heating system which is very innovative, straightforward, and saves between 50 to 70% of the fuel consumption for heating boilers in commercial sites and reduces over 80% of CO2 emission. Our mission is to be a world leader in the green energy water heating field. And just to quantify it, what we would like to achieve in 5 years is $100 million of annual sales and $25 million of net profit. This is a picture from a live site, a living site of Phoebus. It's a system that we have installed in Kibbutz Sor'a. What you can see here is in a given 24 hours, the saving that we achieve after establishing and installing our system. So the gray color, which looks behind, the gray color represents the cost of this customer for water heating had he used his old system, while the blue bar in the front, or down, the small one, represent the cost after the implementation of Phoebus system. As you can see, the saving is extremely high. In this example, over 70%, 77%. This system is already in place for the last 8 months, and this specific customer has already ordered 2 more systems like that in order to complete the whole kibbutz installation, which we have installed last week. The need is, again, quite straightforward, but very important though. So first of all, saving energy, what is called saving tech. Despite the reduction or the decline in energy cost in the last half a year, energy costs are still high, and we are still saving a lot of money there. And our system will also be very efficient even if energy prices continue to go down. However, looking at the mid and long term, one might expect that energy prices will go up. The CO2 emission is the second thing that our system do, and fights the global warming and the uncertainty of energy costs, and reduce the dependency upon oil supply. When we visit a client, this is what we see on site. So the client, let's take, for example, a hotel, heats its water with an existing fossil boiler. This fossil boiler works with diesel or LPG or LNG, one of the three usually. What we do is we implement our system, which consists of 3 main parts. First of all, Phoebus heat pump, this one, which installed in conjunction to the boiler to the existing fossil boiler. Then a set of controllers and monitors on site, which absorbs and transmits and pull the relevant information from the ambient, things like ambient air temperature, humidity, grid water temperature, and so on, and transfers this information through the net to the Phoebus adaptive software, which runs on our computer currently in Batra. Every customer can go into the system with a password and see his own system and what it achieves every time he wishes to. The software then, which is the heart of the system, takes a decision what should be the best mixture for each hour. We can calibrate it to take a decision every minute or every other fraction that we like, but every hour is good enough. So every hour our system takes a decision whether the most efficient way will be to use the existing fossil boiler or the Phoebus heat pump, or both. Some motivation in really a few words to the heat pump. So heat pump basically pump the heat out of the ambient air, and in our case, which is air to water heat pump, transfers it to the water that we use either to shower or to heat places or to pools, etc. Basically, if there is no friction, this would be a perpetuum mobile. But what we need to understand is that there is a free energy out there, and with the heat pump, we use this energy. It depends upon the efficiency of our device. So to measure the efficiency of the heat pump, we use a term which is called COP, coefficient of performance, which is the ratio between the electricity that we invest in order to operate our heat pump. Sorry. It's better? Okay. So we compare the input in electricity to the output in kilowatt thermal in this example, and the ratio between them is the coefficient of performance. In our case, we achieve around 3.5 COP. What you can see here is a visual explanation of the optimization which our system makes. So this example, which is we took from a data that we collected on Milan in Italy, which is one of the sites that we are looking to start when we go globally. So the pink line represent the cost of the LNG in Milan. This the left column is cost in euro cents, and the x-axis is hours. Then the blue line represent the cost to produce the energy with Phoebus heat pump. As you can see that in some places the blue line goes over the pink line, and this is where the cost with heat pump, let's say because the ambient air is cold or the humidity is low, and then in some cases it will be more cheap. It will be cheaper to produce the energy with the existing fossil boiler. If you use the Phoebus heat pump, it will cost you, or any other heat pump, it will be even higher, but it will cost you more money. So the optimal will be to go along the green line, and this is exactly what our system does. And so the area under the graph is minimal. This means that the cost to produce the needed heat is minimal. Market size. So we aim the area between these two latitude lines, which is most of the world, a part of very cold parts near the poles, where basically theoretically we can also operate there, but currently there is no very efficient solution for that. Go to market strategy. So first of all, the business model based on a shared saving, risk-free offer to the customer. We visit a customer and we offer him that we will install our system, and then we can share the cost saving. This is what we did with our current customers. according to a specific negotiation that is reasonable for both sides. In terms of analyzing the whole world, which is a very big market, so we are performing a best fit analysis based on locations, and this means what is the climate in a specific location, energy prices, market size, and environmental awareness. Sales channels, we are starting in our penetration, in the penetration stage currently with direct sales. Later on, we are aiming to target hotel chains, country club chains, or hospital chains. We believe that once there will be a very successful project with someone like Marriott or Hilton, then all the rest is history in terms of the upside that can be with this company. For going globally, we are looking for local partners and also global partnerships. This means, for example, that if we go to a country like Turkey or Spain, so someone that can operate very efficiently in terms of service, of logistic, will be a suitable partner for us in this sense, and someone maybe bigger to target the whole world. Some sense to the ROI analysis. So this is an example of a 300-room hotel in Israel. The diesel consumption for such an hotel is 125 tons per year. Price per liter of diesel is $1.4. This means that the annual fuel cost will be $175,000. The expected savings is about 65%, which is $140,000. System price in this case is $250,000, and this means that the ROI is 2.2 years. This if we choose not to use the shared saving model, but to sell the system. Shared saving model yields much higher NPV, but on the other hand, also increase the leverage of the company. So we can choose each routes. Each of them is good. Additional benefits, of course, is the expected CO2 or carbon credit, which is around, in this example, around 300 tons per year. To summarize, so Phoebus enjoy the first mover advantage in high-scale hybrid energy solution with our hybrid energy solution. The savings percentage are very high, as you have seen. The state-of-the-art proprietary Phoebus heat pump, which can achieve a COP greater than 3.5. The IP for the hybrid solution and the hybrid concept. The unique and compelling business proposition that we offer to our customer. The team and the drive to make it happen. And the risk-free implementation roadmap post a successful proof of concept. It's not something that, that we need to wait 2 years from now for the first milestone and then another 10 years and to see whether we can sell or not. We are there, we are selling, and we are making money. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll be happy to take questions. Yeah. 60 to 65. The question was, what is the maximum heat that we can achieve with the heat pump? So it's up to 65 centigrade, yes. So this depends also. Okay, the question was what we do with cold countries where the temperature, you mean that the temperature is on the average -10 or? Okay, it's a very good question because this can demonstrate one of the strongest point of Phoebus hybrid solution. So the hybrid solution, no one needs to be afraid of situations like -10 or -20 or -30. The simplest solution would be to operate the fossil boiler. So in some cases, instead of saving 75%, we will save maybe only 40%. Usually the cases where we save 40%, the total energy cost is much higher than the hot weather where we can use 75%. So bottom line, we calculate money, and in absolute numbers, we will probably save more. Maybe in percentage-wise, it will be a little bit less. Specifically, in -10, our current system, you will use the existing fossil boiler and not the heat pump. However, if there is a big market which varies between, let's say, -20 to +5, we can build the necessary heat pump that will address this range of temperatures. How do we relate to the competitors? Yeah. Yeah. Phoebus heat pump is only one part of the system. And what is important in the solution is the hybrid concept, which is, on one hand, simple, straightforward, on the other hand, very powerful. So heat pump producers, there are many of them all over the world. By the way, not many in the high scale that we are doing currently. So you have many residential systems, but not as much. We don't know. We are not aware of any of sizes, for example, like 300 kilowatts, which is the size that you need for our projects. Between, let's say, starting from 50 kilowatts and up. So a heat pump producer is not a competition. Competition could be someone that uses or address the hybrid concept. And there are some. For example, there is a company in Canada by the name Sempa. They use a hybrid solution, but not with heat pump, with heat solution, with electrical heat solutions. And we believe that we compete quite good. Okay? Thank you very much.